This is the Misguided Meeples podcast.
I mean, I have seen him, like, pose on the horse naked. Not naked, with the tuck.
Which calendar are you buying?
With your hosts, Eric.
What do me and Japanese women have in common? Cold-skinned cabana boys. Little alcohol.
Familiar names and research.
And Natty.
Family-friendly content, without a doubt. Show me your tits. Put it in prisoner visitor bums. It'd be a lot easier. Oh, I thought people kept chickens because they wanted eggs and kind of hated themselves.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 20 of the Misguided Meeples podcast, covering the bizarre and wacky news of this week. This is the week of January 19th, 2019, and January 26th, 2019. A double trouble episode of the show.
Yes. Well put.
Double trouble.
Double trouble.
Yeah, so we're carried on Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, Podbean, and YouTube. We'd greatly appreciate a subscribe or like or a review if you like this podcast. Only nice ones, though. Or Nick will come to your house and talk about 9/11 conspiracies.
Yes. You don't want that. It will not go well for anyone.
It didn't go well in part 2. It didn't go...
This is on YouTube. The comments would be endless. I'm just saying. Like, you know, if that specific... Wait, are we on YouTube? Is that on YouTube?
We are on YouTube.
But is that on YouTube?
Probably. Yeah, it automatically gets uploaded to YouTube every time I do it. So.
Right, exactly. So the second part would be...
Yep. I mean, there'd be probably a lot of support on YouTube for Nick's conspiracy theory.
You know, there is. I was going to say he's going to get infamy, but I think he actually just might get fame among the conspiracy community.
Yeah. You might get like more exposure there, Nick, for your views on 9/11.
Now you're going to have deal with thousands of weirdos emailing you about their conspiracy theories of the same topic.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. So yes, I'm Eric.
And I'm Natty.
And basically, as I explained before, if you're new to the Misguided Meeples podcast, we cover bizarre news from the past week, and we give our own spin, opinions, or reactions to said news, and we go from there.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
That's basically the gist of the show.
We're pretty much flying by the seat of our pants.
We dig up bizarre news for you to talk about.
Yes, and the world provides many opportunities for such things.
Oh, for sure. Most definitely. And yeah, basically this week has been crazy for us. We're very sorry that we did not get a podcast out this week.
I'm only kind of sorry.
Natty's only kind of sorry.
Yeah.
But like I explained in part 2 of episode 19, we were both moving this week.
Yes.
And it was very hard to get together. And so...
But separately.
Here we are. I did explain that. You didn't.
Did you?
Didn't listen to part 2.
No, I haven't listened to part 2. I've been a bad man.
Clearly, Natty didn't listen to part 2, but you should because it's hilarious.
Oh, I'm going to. It was funny the first time. It's got to be funny the second time.
If you were there, it was funny, and I busted a gut so many times during just editing that podcast.
Oh, I bet.
Editing that podcast, I laughed so many times. It was stupid. I couldn't stop. But yeah, so here we are, giving you a double trouble episode. So, do you want to kick off our first story, Natty?
Yes. 2 cats live by themselves in this $1,500 a month Silicon Valley studio. It's exactly what it sounds like.
It is exactly what you would think it is, and it's exactly as it sounds.
Yes. So there are 2 cats. They are staying in a casita located behind a single-family home in Willow Glen, which hopefully means something to you because I have no idea where that is. And Louise and Tina, great names, pretty much just live in this $1,500 a month apartment by themselves with an occasional visit.
Louise and Tina are Bob's Burgers character. Yeah, okay. I was like, those names sounded really familiar. And I'm like, oh shit, those are Bob's Burgers
That's from
characters.
somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't. And I'm like, I have the stupid Funko Pop dolls of the Bob's Burgers people.
They're there. I can like see them.
They haven't been put up yet, Natty.
No, they're all very much asleep.
Yes, they're sleeping.
They're sleeping. Tina sleeps with her eyes open, but I think she does that anyway, so it's not that weird.
I mean, they all are sleeping with their eyes open, so
It's not unsettling at all when you stumble into your office in the middle of the night. They're staring at you.
oh yeah.
So these cats, they live in an apartment. They belong to a girl who's at the University of Southern California, and her father has put them up in the apartment due to the fact that they are non-compliant with his household.
Yeah, basically the reason why he kicked them out and gave them their own apartment was because they don't get along with his fiance's dog.
And he has too much money.
And he has too much money to burn. So he's paying $1,500 a month in rent to house 2 cats.
And it's a great deal for the landlord.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You cannot have easier tenants. I mean,
like they're not. What are cats going to complain about? Nothing.
yeah, nothing. Yeah.
Literally nothing. So good on this landlord for finding this deal, I guess. I mean, I don't know what else to say, like, other than this guy has way too much money in his hands, and
Oh, he does.
or the California housing market is having a little bit of trouble. If a studio apartment costs $1,500.
Well, that's the funny thing, because it says that that's actually a good deal, and that studio apartments in Willow Glen tend to fall just under $2,000 a month. So that's actually a steal of an apartment.
That's too much for a studio apartment.
Yeah, it's a lot for a studio apartment.
This new place does not cost that much.
No, and it's not a shoebox.
I'll disclose that.
And
It's much bigger.
And it's not a shoebox. It could fit more than 2 cats, like at least 3 cats.
Exactly. So, I mean, that's just so bizarre to me. Like, your daughter goes away to school. She has 2 cats. And your fiance's dog, like, why don't you just split off your house? Like put up a gate or a barrier. Why pay $1,500 a month to house 2 cats? Or, like, adopt them out to someone. Like, do something. Like, pay $1,500 like a month? That's stupid.
And the best part is they've been there since July, so that means he's paid $9,000 in rent so far for these cats, not including utilities.
What are cats going to use for utilities? Are the cats going to turn the lights on and off?
Well, they must leave a light on, right? These cats just live in perpetual darkness. They turn the light
Sure,
on.
they got some lights. They can get some natural light in there.
What about the TV they watch?
Yeah, like an Apple TV or something.
Yeah, you know. It's just birds. Just birds on a screen all day long.
These are possibly the most pampered cats I've ever heard of in my life.
Oh, yeah. And I love that his biggest concern is that people are going to think that he's taking away the housing in the area.
Yes, you are.
You are, but you're also paying $1,500 a month for cats.
Yeah, not only are you taking away housing for people in the area, but you also are paying $1,500 for 2 cats.
That's $750 per cat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Yeah. It's ridiculous. It makes no sense.
Just figure out a way to make it work in your house with your fiance's dog.
Yeah. Right? Put cat ramps or something so you can get dogs can't climb.
Dogs are terrible at climbing.
They really are. It's pretty abysmal.
Yeah. Have you ever picked up a dog? You have to, like, put down a dog gently.
Yeah.
Like, you can't, like, drop a dog.
No,
you
they
can
go
drop a cat, but you can't fucking drop a dog.
No,
They're
they
like
go-
old people. You have to put them down fucking slowly.
When you put your old people down, do you put them down nice and slow?
That's,
Depends how spry your old people are, whether you can drop them from height or not. I got bad knees. You'll be fine.
I don't think I've ever picked up an old person.
So, what have you been doing with your life? I drop them all the time. I want to see how good they are.
They can like land on they're much more spry than you think. They don't like land on their feet like cats, or like, you know.
Well, they're alert because they're not actually old. They're just on meth.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
They're just really, really fucking wigged out on meth.
Oh, it's so wigged out.
Oh. Anyways.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to transition into this lovely little scam. I mean, this guy is perpetuating a scam on people for fucking putting up these two cats in a fucking apartment in Silicon Valley. But there's another man on the other side of the globe permitting quite an interesting scam of a different kind of level.
But also animal related.
Also animal related, yes. So, a Saudi police arrest a Pakistani man in camel urine scam. And let me tell you how this goes down.
Well, yeah, their jurisdiction.
I assume... No, this is in Jeddah. So Jeddah is Saudi Arabia. And they arrested him in Jeddah. So he was in Jeddah
okay, yeah.
doing his business.
Right. That's fair game. That's like arresting a Floridian in Wyoming. You could do it if you're the Wyoming police.
Right.
Yeah, okay, fair game.
Yeah. So Saudi police have arrested a Pakistani resident in Jeddah, identified as Khurshid, another lovely name that the Misguided Meeples have butchered in this very short podcast so far.
Yeah, if you've got a tough name, don't do anything stupid because we will ruin it.
and just cross your fingers that I don't read your story.
Yeah, there is that.
But this man was arrested for selling bottles filled with camel urine. But the man was arrested because the urine in the bottles was his own.
Yeah.
It was not camel urine.
Had it been camel urine, that would have been okay.
Yeah, if he was selling actual legit camel urine, fine.
That's fine, yeah.
If he was selling his own urine,
not cool.
No.
Maybe if you advertise it as human urine, but I think if you advertise it as camel urine, then it's fraud.
Yes. So basically, this man was arrested for fraud.
Yes.
Essentially.
In a very strange fashion.
Sources said the accused was raided by the police and found dozens of bottles filled with urine, which after being subjected to analysis came back as positive for human urine. And basically, these police investigations revealed the man was engaged in such activities for months, as you probably need to be in order to fill that many jars of urine.
and you know, have the police catch on to your urine scheme.
Basically, like... He was like never going in a toilet. He was like, basically, anytime I have to pee, I'm peeing into these fucking jars.
All in jars. So I only pee. I just love that it's a raid. It's like, you know, in the U.S., they're like, we did a raid of the compound. We got 100,000 pounds of coke. And it's like, no. It's like, we did a raid. We got so much urine.
The police, the FBI just did a fucking raid of a politician in the United States. And like literally like that must be like the most boring raid of all time, where they're just like surrounding the house, just be like, come out, Mr. Politician. We have to also take your filing cabinets too and see what else you've been up to.
I know, right? Like, we're going to take all your paperwork.
These guys were just like, came up to this guy's door. Excuse me, Khurshid. We need to take all your urine. But apparently the reason why this man was selling camel urine in the first place, because in this area of the world, camel urine has been known to be consumed by some people to help them cure health problems.
As you do.
Which I don't think...
I want to know what these health problems are. Dry mouth?
Dry mouth, starvation,
lack of urine
thirst.
taste in your it's like, what is the medical problem that camel urine solves? Can you use donkey urine? Will that have the same effect?
May have like a different effect.
It cures different things.
It cures different.
So like, you know, rheumatoid arthritis, donkey urine. You got HIV, you get some camel urine. Yes. It's all depending on the disease.
Oh, that's the cure.
That's the cure.
It was right in front of our faces this whole time.
Well, you see, that's the thing. You only see the camels at the petting zoo, so they didn't catch on. When the camels everywhere, someone's got a sample. I assume.
When you assume, you make an ass out of you and me, which we
I'm used to
continuously
that.
do on this
Yeah,
podcast.
yeah, exactly. That's the status quo. So that's
That's fair. So yeah.
How do you figure that out? How do you figure out that diseases are cured by camel urine without knowing ahead of time? Do you just like, maybe this will help? How does that come
At
out?
some point in history, someone had to have tried it to fix some problem, and someone at some point had their problem fixed.
By said urine.
Well, not necessarily by said urine, but after drinking said urine, and by human connectivity of like, I did this event, and then my, disease was cured, therefore this must do this, even though this might be here and not connected at all, and this actually fucking did it.
That sounds right.
Yeah, so basically, like, it's not like A equals B. It's probably like, I did A, but C cured B, on the logic tree.
Why do you have to dash all my dreams?
Basically, this doesn't...
Can't you just let me think people are going around trying animal urines to see which one will help?
Yeah, they probably did.
Like
They probably did, but it probably, eventually cured... Something eventually fucking cured their goddamn disease.
I'm thinking about like a beer
But they
float
were
of
just like, well, the
different-
last time was camel urine, so now it's...
That's the one.
That's the one.
Goat urine did nothing. But camel urine, that's the shit.
Camel urine did it. It's like dodgeball.
Yes.
Camel urine, sterile. I like the taste.
I like the taste.
I wonder if camel urine is also sterile. Don't know.
Not when it's given to in a jar, I imagine. Are you really going to wash a jar? Are you going to put urine in?
No.
No. And what was in there last? Probably other urine.
Most definitely.
Whether camel or human, there was urine in there.
Yes. Exactly. Oh my god. I think we stretched this story as far as we're going to get.
I really think there's no way to segue from this. There's no way.
Good luck.
Okay, the next topic is so ridiculous, and this topic is so ridiculous, and I just can't find a bridge between them. Mm-hmm. So I'll just read it. It's going to be confusing enough just as a headliner. Mom who gave birth in car to baby named Atom Bomb arrested for meth.
Like at the same time?
After the fact.
She gave birth after the fact?
No, she gave birth and then got busted for meth. In the car that she gave birth in.
Oh my god. Okay, take me through this.
Okay.
What happened?
So, 3 weeks after giving birth in a speeding car to Gaston County's first baby of 2019, there's an achievement. Please say that the woman who gave birth to this child was using the same vehicle to operate a methamphetamine business.
As you do.
As you do. So it started with her giving birth to a child in a car while it was moving at like 5 a.m. and then naming it Atom Bomb, which was not because the dad's like, oh, he came out like an atom bomb, so but this was a premeditated name. They had already decided on this name prior.
Wait, they decided on Atom Bomb beforehand?
Apparently so. They decided on that name prior to the birth.
There was like a wrestler in like the 90s whose name was Atom Bomb.
Like ADAM.
Yes.
That's kind of funny.
Atom Bomb. And he came out, he was like literally like only there for like a week. He was there for like a cup of coffee. But
well,
like,
that's the thing about atom bombs. They don't last. They don't stick around.
And guess what his move was? It was a fucking, power bomb.
Oh, really?
A modified power bomb.
Of course,
So
naturally, yeah.
Power bomb. And his name was Atom Bomb. Fun fact.
What happened to the punniness of the world of professional wrestling?
It still exists, but in other ways.
It's a more minute presence.
It's much more of my new presence, yeah. Like, not every person has to have an occupation other than wrestling. Like, you don't have to have like a dentist or like a race car driver also be a or a trash man also be a wrestler. You can just be a wrestler now, I guess.
How boring.
It is very boring.
Yeah, where's your backstory there?
Long are the days of Isaac Yankem. Dentist. The man who became Cain.
Oh my God.
Who also became the mayor of Knox County, Tennessee.
Oh my God. Okay, when you name a guy Yankum, I'm not thinking of dentistry. It's just not what comes to mind.
Well, that's kind of the punniness of it, the name.
That Yankum, did he come out with one arm far more buff than the other? Was that part of the
Yankum,
shtick?
like yank your teeth out.
Oh yeah, I got that. It's just not what I'm picking up on.
You're yanking something else? You're like, do I have to spell it out for you?
It's like, I just picture like a hefty, wimpy, wimp. It's like a lobster where you get one that's like a far bigger claw than the other. That's the premise.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
I
it's
see.
good.
He's doing a lot of yanking with one arm. He's got to switch arms every once in a while.
His arm doesn't tire.
Switch it out.
He is a well-trained professional here.
Got to rotate, man.
No wonder his next persona had a mask.
Yes.
You have to hide that shame.
I mean, if I was given that gimmick too, I'd want a mask on me for my next gimmick.
Yes. Try to separate yourself from the Yankum character.
But anyways, this is the weekend of the Royal Rumble, so go watch that.
That it is.
It's a lot of fun.
Yankum will be there.
Drink, and drink when you watch the Royal Rumble, and it's a lot of fun.
After that, drink some more.
And then also drink a little bit more.
Yeah.
Look at all the drinking games out there for the Royal Rumble.
And play
watch
all
the
of them simultaneously.
Rumble, and then play the drinking game. And then have a lot of fun.
Probably.
Oh, most definitely.
Well, yeah, unless you try to like suplex your younger brother into a table or something.
Yeah, I mean, that can kind of dampen the mood. But
Well, it's fun for one of you.
Yes.
Yeah. The one suplexing has a great time. The one being suplexed doesn't remember.
No. Anyways, where were we?
I have no idea. Atom bomb. Yes, atom bomb. So, see, so that was atom bomb was her fourth child. Gotta know what the other children's names are. It's gotta be brilliant.
This woman gave birth in a car, and at 5 a.m.
Mm-hmm. And got
because she didn't
like,
make it to the hospital.
Yes, and she got some level of publicity for being the first baby of the county in 2019.
Yeah, right.
Which made it all the worse when she then got busted for running a meth operation.
As you do.
As you do.
And this was 3 weeks later. Reportedly possessed drugs in front of a Gastoria motel.
Apparently, she's not getting high on her own supply because the kid was healthy.
I know. We've seen it before where the kid has meth in their system.
Yeah, that does happen, yeah.
That does apparently happen.
You find the meth teeth in the backyard.
And you find the dad was the one responsible the whole time.
Damn Halloween candy.
Those damn Halloween candies.
Trying to poison my children.
It turns out like immediately later. That was my funniest story that we.
It's great.
That was one of the best stories we did last year.
Just because the immediate follow up about it.
It wasn't even like a day later.
It's like 3 hours later.
Excuse me, sir. We actually found meth. We're gonna need you to take you under arrest.
Yeah, can you imagine the media storm about that one? Be like, oh, meth and Halloween candy. It's like, oh no, he was on meth.
He was on meth. And he was giving his kids meth.
Yeah.
So yeah, there you go.
They wouldn't complain. That's just 2 stories they can run.
So it's unclear currently who has custody of this young boy, even though she was arrested for meth. So
it says Adam's in good hands, and that is all. That's not creepy in any way.
that is very creepy.
Yes. Yeah.
So his name is Atom.
Atom bomb.
You're gonna like.
Sane.
Well, that's the thing. Like, you're gonna like mess up people's like pronunciation.
Well, I don't know because his last name is Sane. So is it like Adam, middle name Bomb, last name Same, or is his name Adam Bomb like Mary Lou?
But it's like people are gonna be like continuously like mess it up with like Atom.
Oh yeah, every time.
Yeah, like but clearly it's Atom.
Atom.
Yeah. Whenever like I tell someone about like my friendship with you, Natty, to someone who has never fucking met you in their life, they always think I'm saying Maddie, which is the name of my cat.
Yes. I could see that.
And people are very wigged out whenever I say that.
That might be a little unsettling. It's like, oh, I do this podcast with my cat.
Yeah, my cat.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. My cat, Maddie. No, but it's very odd because people always say, like, what, Maddie? And then I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
it's
right.
Nathaniel, and he doesn't like being called Nathan.
No,
So
not a Nathan.
he's not a Nathan, so he's Natty. Like,
Yeah.
But anyone who like hears that for the first time or never have met you before,
It makes sense. I can see
just says Maddie.
90% of the people I know think my name is spelled with D's.
So either they've seen me and they've met me and they think, oh, your cat's name is Maddie, so you're talking about your cat.
Yes.
And they think I'm a fucking weirdo.
like-
Or they think I'm talking about a girl whose name is Maddie.
I've gotten that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've gotten that a lot, actually. Yeah,
Right.
No, that's fair enough. Yeah.
It's odd. So
Yeah.
you're just like, that's kind of the situation here where you're just like, you're clearly the name's Atom.
Right.
But everyone's going to say it Adam.
Well, much like 90% of the people I meet, even when they know my name is Natty, they call me Naddy, not Natty. But no one does. I mean, no one's going to it. I don't expect that. I'm not fussed about it at all, but I could see how it could be easily misinterpreted.
Right.
Yeah, I can see that being a thing.
Easily misinterpreted.
Well, needless to say, she's probably not getting out because it's a $75,000 bond.
Yeah. I mean, you had to sell a lot of meth.
It's a lot of
make
meth.
that bond. Hopefully she's been selling a lot of meth.
Yeah. I mean, good thing meth people were desperate. Otherwise, they're just buying meth out of a car covered in, like, birthing fluids.
Oh, my God.
Put that image in your head.
I really don't want to. Well, do you know what an image that nobody wants in their fucking
I
head?
just looked. Oh, it's like a naked mole rat with a blonde wig. It's fantastic.
Well, do you know what a image that nobody wants in their head, Natty? I'm going to say that woman arrested for dancing naked in a Waffle House parking lot is something that nobody wanted to see in their life.
Yes, at least not this particular subject.
Not this particular woman.
Yeah,
no.
just
So this 38-year-old woman was arrested by deputies after she dropped her pants, blocked traffic, and exposed herself at a Florida Waffle House.
had to be in Florida.
God damn it, Florida. You just gotta be so fucking weird.
It's like I hate you, Florida, but I love you at the same time.
Also, this is our fourth story of the day.
Yes, it is.
Bonus story for you. Sorry, our listeners. We missed last week. Here's your little bonus story. We give you like a little nibble. Just keep on coming back.
Yeah, this is our poultry offering to make up for our lack. We denied you 3 stories, so we're gonna give you 1 to make up for it.
We'll give you one more.
Yeah.
You gotta we gotta negotiate from a place of strength here, Ned.
Yeah, it's okay. They're hooked now. It's too late for them.
They're too late. Like, we'll give you 1 extra story.
Yes.
We keep you hooked. Keep you coming back.
Yeah, exactly. And for you new people, we will probably, definitely, maybe add in 1 more story every time if you keep listening. Probably not. Definitely not. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. That takes effort and shit. No, you're not doing that.
So, a Waffle House employee stated in the report when he came to work Monday, this person was trespassing on the property, and due to her behavior, she was asked to leave the premises. And then, after this happened, she continued to cause problems and eventually ran from the location, leaving all of her belongings behind. The employee did not want to throw this person's belongings away, even though she left them
What a
there,
good Samaritan.
and decided to move them to the back of the establishment so that this person could retrieve them without interrupting anyone, as you do.
It was a good intent.
Yeah, I mean,
It didn't
like
pan
what
out,
what
but
else do you do? And then later, this person came back. This woman came back and was sitting at the back door of the Waffle House, and basically He asked her to leave the property again. She became verbally abusive, cussing and threatening him.
Yeah.
And this guy's like, dude, I just work at a Waffle House. Just
like,
chill out.
I have to have you leave because you're creeping me out. Like, you got to go.
And that's when, finally...
Wow, the threats got nasty.
She... this person said, this woman said that she was going to retrieve a firearm and shoot this employee in the face and all the employees and everyone in the store.
It's not clear whether she was going to shoot them additionally or shoot them in the face additionally.
Yes, that's
yeah.
Grammatically we don't really know what she meant by that.
If you want to get in touch with us, Zobrist, please don't.
Please don't. I don't want to.
I'd rather not know.
Yes. So this woman then walked to the middle of the parking lot, pulled down her pants, exposing her sexual organs.
Yeah, they use that term a lot.
Started dancing around the parking lot, says the report. So she was like Daffy Ducking it.
She was Daffy Ducking it. That's a very apt analogy. Yeah.
Daffy Ducking it is possibly one of the best ways to walk around naked.
It really is.
I was gonna say.
If you're gonna do it,
I don't do it in public, but in private.
Sure.
In private.
I don't know if you gotta defend yourself. It's a little worrisome there.
In private, I'll definitely do it.
You're just Daffy Ducking up the place all the time.
Yeah, exactly.
I live a Daffy Duck style lifestyle. It's good.
It's very comfortable.
It is.
That's a lot of air breathing.
It is very comfortable for everyone.
Not great if you have you have company involved.
Yeah, it's comfortable for you regardless.
Regardless, it's very comfortable for me.
Otherwise, it's just a personal problem. They can get over it.
Oh, yeah.
They're big boys. That'll be fine.
Oh, my God.
But wait, there's more.
Yes. So then this woman committed a sexual assault when she approached the Waffle House employee while her pants were still down and attempted to grab the man's genitals.
Yes. And note that at no point has it said that she took her pants off. They're just down. So she's shuffling about doing this in my mind.
So she's not truly Daffy Ducking it, but she's like, essentially, like her pants are down. I don't know what the analogy would be if your just pants are down completely.
I know. I like to think about it like those guys who think they're really cool and from the hood and wear their jeans down by their knees, and then the public bus goes by and they're trying to catch it and they try to run after it. It's really funny, but that's kind of what I've been picturing here.
Have you seen that a lot?
And more times than you'd think.
Well, that's what happens when you ride a lot of public transport, I guess.
Yeah, they smell like urine.
I think I've only rode the public bus once, and I think it was with you, and I was like, I'm never doing this again. It's a terrible place.
That does actually ring a bell. Just you saying, I will never do this again.
I will never do this again.
But boy, the stories I have.
That's fine. You can have those stories. I don't need them.
No one does. There are things that you just talk about in therapy, not things you show off about.
I have plenty of things to talk about in therapy. I don't need more things to talk about in therapy.
I mean,
So, essentially, this woman leaned forward and then licked the victim, who is the employee.
Yes.
Who is now being stated as a victim of a crime in this report that we're reading. Basically licked this employee on both sides of his face.
Yes. Took advantage of him trying to protect his genitals.
Yes. Obviously, as you do. Then was asked to leave again. But instead poked the employee in the chest with her finger.
I know. Second employee got it nice. That was easy.
I know.
No one went for his genitals.
No, this guy got it rough. A witness stated in a report that while he was in his vehicle trying to leave the parking lot, this woman blocked him and started dancing naked in front of his vehicle. This just got way out of control. This has to be drugs.
Really? I know, but yet there's no claims of meth or something.
Man, this has to be fucking drugs or just mental disorder or something. But like, holy shit.
It's something significant.
So anyways, eventually police show up, arrest her for lewd and indecent exposure of sexual organs, 2 counts. I don't know why, of sexual organs. That's so weird. That's such a weird way to like put it.
Yeah, and they repeatedly put it that way. I'm not really sure why. They could just use the correct medical term.
Yeah.
Taco.
Right. Yes. I don't think that's it.
Honestly, it doesn't matter what you call it. I don't want to see it on this lady.
Anyways, exposure of sexual organs, 2 counts, and basically $1,000 bond per count. Disorderly conduct with a bond of $1,000. Battery with a bond of $1,000. And assault with a bond of $1,000. So basically, it's a total bond of $5,000.
So weirdly, this lady's bond is $70,000 less than Meth lady's.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
I feel like it maybe should be a little higher, or maybe they just took one look at her and be like, she's not gonna be able to pay it. Just put it as whatever you want.
just make it.
$100. She's gonna stay in prison.
Yeah, she's not making this bond. Nah.
I can't imagine what she did when they got her in a cell. She's willing to dance naked at a Waffle House. I mean, what's she gonna do in a prison cell?
Yeah, basically when she sobers up, she'll realize what the fuck she did.
Unless that is her sober and it never ends.
That would be scary.
Wow, she's gonna be in court on February 11th. That should be fun.
That'll be interesting. Hopefully we'll have a follow-up story then.
Yeah, hopefully she won't be grabbing the judge's testicles.
Hopefully. I mean...
Or just licking people.
Yeah, for no reason. I mean, that might get you...
It's location on this one.
Might get you out of a judge. I'm just saying.
Just maybe.
If you get the right judge, taking a bribe. Some kind of something. Although, looking at this woman.
Yeah, I saw that picture.
No.
Boy. Rough indeed.
Rough indeed. Anyone else is rough indeed, our podcast. And if you'd like to join our conversation that we have every single week, email us at misguidedmeeplespodcast@gmail.com or tweet us at misguidedmeeple. Basically, this is the end of the podcast. We have gone through all the stories. What do you want from us? Seriously.
I don't.
Why are you still listening?
I don't even care what you want from us. I'm just gonna leave now. I'm done. My time is up.
It's fair. Clocking out. So thank you all for joining our conversation this week, and hopefully we'll talk to you all next week. Bye.
Bye.
The music in our intro is Retro Future Clean, and the outro music you hear now is called Breakdown.
Both tracks were done by Kevin MacLeod at incomtech.com. If you would like to get in contact with the show, our email address is misguidedmeeplespodcast@gmail.com.
On Twitter, we are at misguidedmeeple. Follow us for show news and links to all the crazy news stories we covered in this week's episode.
And maybe even some bonus ones we didn't cover.
Gotta follow us to find out.